everybody, what's going on today? Welcome to the channel. Today I've got possibly the best game. Now it is without a doubt the best game that I've ever had all year on MLB The Show 19, and it's a great one, man. It's zone hitting here for me. I'm assuming my opponent was using zone 2, and it is an absolute slugfest. It is a zone hitting slugfest here, and it's just a great game, man. And goes all the way down to the wire. So you guys do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, subscribe. And I do want to give a quick shout out to my opponent here, man. Yankees11 is his PSN name there. After the game was over, he sent me a message on Twitter and said that squeeze play, there's a squeeze play here at the end in the 8th inning. Towards the end, he said with 2 outs in the 8th was so soft, to be honest. And I was like, oh man, I hope he's not upset. Like I was just trying to do something. So I sent him back a response and said, sometimes you got to make small ball moves to go for a win. Sorry, man. I figured a real team would have thought of doing the same thing in that situation. Great game though. I'll have it up for a video on my channel on Wednesday. Today is only my 3rd day ever using zone hitting, so I'm just trying to learn the approach. And he said, it's cool, man. I'm over it. Wishing you the best. Hoping you make it on YouTube. I'll be looking out. So I got to give him a quick shout out, man. It was awesome. You guys can see his Twitter up on the screen here too. Go check him out, man. Give him a follow. And it's rare sometimes that we find good people who are good sports about things sometimes, and a lot more often than not we find people that aren't. So you guys check him out. And without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get right to the gameplay. All right, so he's got Christian Yelich leading off. He's got Albert Pujols batting second, Babe Ruth batting third, Willie Mays, Cody Bellinger, Rogers Hornsby, Roberto Alomar, and Buster Posey with Garrett Cole on the mound. I made a couple of replacements. I've got Chipper Jones batting second and Cody Bellinger batting sixth in the lineup. They have replaced George Brett and Ken Griffey Jr. respectively on my team because they play better with zone, it seems like. So I thought I'd roll with those guys, and it ends up being a pretty good decision with what I've gone with so far, so not too bad. But I've got Bob Gibson on the mound for this game. He's usually a really good pitcher for me, but this first couple innings, man, were a struggle. And like this one right here, Ichiro, I know it's going to be a wild game because Ichiro drifts to that ball right there and can't get to it. So this is also my first game against a World Series player with the World Series nameplate, at least. So at least with zone, I mean, it is. So anyway, I go ahead and get 1 out there, and then I walk Babe Ruth because I'd rather have the righty matchup, and it was a bad idea. So Willie Mays ends up getting a base hit there into center field, and he's got bases loaded with 1 out, and Cody Bellinger at the plate. Not great start so far, and he gets the base hit here through the left side. Bellinger bobbles it in left field for me, which I've never even seen Griffey do that for myself personally, but he ends up scoring 2 runs, which just would have been 1, but he ends up getting the second one because of it. So he's out to the early 2-0 lead. I'm like, oh God, here we go. And then Hornsby goes ahead and gets a base hit down the line here, knocks in another run. So 3-0. So Gibson's not doing well. I'm already at this point in the game thinking he's not going to have a very long outing unless he can settle down like big time. Now check this one out. Willie Mays goes into the hole, makes this catch in left center field. He tags up, goes to third. Willie makes this crazy sidearm throw, hits the cutoff man, and throws him out at third base for the final out. So I got out of a little bit of a jam there. Awesome animation throw from Willie Mays out there in left center. Ichiro steps to the plate here, hits a ball I thought might drop, but no. Somehow he's able to get out there and catch it. So I thought it was going to maybe start to drift down to the ground, but it didn't quite make it down. Chipper Jones comes up here with the full count, and kaboom town, baby. Chipper Jones there with the nice home run to at least give me a run back here. So I'm like, all right. I just got to chip away, man. It was 3-0. Now it's 3-1. Just trying to chip away at this lead and see what I can do. Alomar goes ahead and flies out here to center field for out number 2 in the first inning. So I got Lou Gehrig stepping to the plate here. 3-1 count to Sweet Lou. And he walks him. Walks and controls seem to hurt the opponent here in this one a little bit. Some hit by pitches throughout the game you'll see, and some walks that I ended up capitalizing on. So Willie Mays ends up getting this base hit here into left field with 2 outs. So I got runners on first and second, 2 gone, 1-2 count, throws it in the dirt. I'm able to advance both runners there. So now we got 2 men in scoring position with 2 gone, and Bellinger here at the plate on the 2-2 count. Base hit up the middle, baby, scoring 2 and tying the game. So we got the 3 runs back after a kind of a treacherous first inning as far as pitching went. So that was pretty good, man. I was pretty happy with that. So Lindor steps up here. I go ahead and send Bellinger to second. I'm like, let's put him in scoring position at least with 2 outs, you know. So we take that stolen base there at second. 1-0 count here to Lindor. Another one here. This one goes in the dirt, so we're going to advance him to third. Might as well. I'm like, all right, man, we could possibly walk out of this first inning with the lead if I can do something. Ball 4. He walks Lindor on 4 pitches right there. And then Pudge steps up here on the 1-2 count. And it doesn't make it down the line, man. Pujols is playing third for him, I believe. And yeah, he ends up throwing me out there. So the final out, but we did tie the game up, so not too bad. We got the 2-2 count here to Buster Posey. And Posey grounds out there to Lou Gehrig for out number 1. So now we got the pitcher spot coming up here with Garrett Cole. I'm going to go ahead and bring the outfield in. So they're playing shallow, just in case. And then the 0-2 count here to Garrett Cole. And he pops it up here to second. Well, shallow right center, I guess. But the second baseman makes a play there in Alomar. So we got 2 gone here in the second. Looking way better than the first was. But at this point, man, I'm going to get the bullpen loose because my pitcher spot's up next. I don't trust him at this point. I don't trust Gibson in this game. So yeah, I warmed up the knuckleballer. And I'll tell you why. It had nothing to do with the fact that I was trying to cheese on this guy in this particular instance, okay? Now, I'm not saying that I never do. I do, all right? But this one was because I'm going to have to pull the pitcher out in the second inning. And Ferreira-Ben can throw 5 or 6 innings. And, you know, I thought, it's probably a good idea, man. If I'm going to have to go to the distance, this guy was hitting him like crazy, Gibson. So I thought, let's see what we can do. So I go ahead and pinch hit here and bring in Vlad. And I will say, the guy didn't, I mean, I don't know if he had a problem with the opponent did with me bringing in the knuckleballer, but he never said anything about it or was nasty about it or anything. And probably because, as you guys will see here in just a moment, he can hit him. So, so it's, it ends up probably being a bad decision that I brought him in. But Ichiro gets that base hit there with 1 out over to left field. Go ahead and swipe second base with Ichiro. Put him in scoring position for Chipper. Chipper had that bomb there in the first inning, so hoping he can go bomb diggity again. But somehow I don't even know how I swung at that pitch. That was awful. Like I shouldn't have swung at it at all. And then Alomar ends up grounding out here to shortstop for the final out of the inning. So nothing going here. A single in the stolen base didn't really get me anything. So we are going to the top of the third. Like I said, bring in the knuckleballer. And at first, man, I thought I was going to be sitting okay because he wasn't hitting him. But I don't know. I don't know if he at some point switched to directional maybe, or if he was continuing to use zone. I don't think he switched to directional. I think he used zone, but most zone players can't hit him like this. So I got to give him mad props, man, because it's not a hard ball or not an easy ball to follow with the PCI for sure. So there we go. We got 2 quick outs here with Ferreira-Ben, and then I try to throw this middle in knuckleball, and Willie Mays turns on it, and there's no way I can catch this one, man. I thought maybe I could make a leaping play, but it was beyond the reach of Bellinger, and he gets the home run. So now he's back out to the lead, man, 4-3. I'm like, all right, well, that doesn't happen against Ferreira-Ben very often. We do get this the next batter here out. I think it was Cody Bellinger there. Anyway, he grounds out to third base for the final out of the third. So not too bad, man. But the home run was a little worrisome, so I had to kind of play it by ear, hear what was going on next inning. He ends up walking Lou Gehrig here. I got Willie Mays stepping to the plate with nobody out. Willie takes that pitch, and he's on base as well. So we got first and second here with nobody out for Cody Bellinger. Like, all right, man. First pitch, looking for a strike down the middle. Bellinger with the belly bomb right here, man. I didn't know if it was going to make it out, but it just barely gets over the wall for the 3-run Jimmy Jack right there, man. That was awesome. So now I'm out to the 6-4 lead, which is a pretty nice place to be at the moment because, you know, The first inning did not look great. So I thought I was going to have back-to-back shots here with Lindor hitting one, but no. He catches it just in front of the wall in right center field for out number one. And then Pudge steps up here, and Pudge flies out and hits one pretty well too. Not quite as well as the others, but he ends up flying out there. So we got 2 gone in the inning. Pitcher spot coming up. It is Ferrer Ben. I'm going to leave him in because obviously I'm trying to get some innings out of him. But if you notice, the opponent's already at 79 pitches. That's pitch number 80 in the 3rd inning right here. So I've been working counts like crazy in this game, fouling off a lot of pitches and making him throw strikes. So that helped. Ferrer Ben gets a base hit. He's actually one of the best hitting pitchers, I swear, that I have luck with. It's kind of crazy. And then Ichiro ends up grounding out to second, so nothing going here at the end of the inning. But we did get the lead that inning, so that's nice. So it's 6-4 right now. Looking pretty good. He hits a little ground ball here to third base. Chipper makes the play and gets him out there at first for 1 gone here in the top of the 4th. Alomar steps to the plate now. I'm like, all right, we're rolling right now with Ferrer Ben. So that one hung, and yeah, that's not good. That's 2 home runs he's hit now against the knuckleball. So I'm getting concerned at this point. I'm like, oh my gosh, man, I was trying to eat up some innings with him and rest the rest of my guys until the end of the game when I needed them, and it's not working out well. Posey comes up here and gets a base hit to right field. It's crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. So he's got the pitcher spot coming up now with Garrett Cole. Get the 0-1 count here to Garrett Cole. And he hits one that gets by Lou Gehrig at first base. That's right. I did also make an adjustment and put Lou Gehrig in at first base instead of Pujols. I find the guys that had the shift on, I liked hitting with them with directional, but not as much with zone. Gehrig is a good zone hitter for me, so that's how I've been using. So right here, I get him to fly out here to left field, but he's going to score this run here and tag up, get the sac fly, and tie the game back up at 6. So it's like, man, it's back and forth. Every time he gets a lead, then I tie it back up or get back out in front, or I get a lead and he does the same thing, and just back and forth, vice versa. Get the ground out there to first base, and we're finally through the 4th inning. So stepping up to the plate here, going to the bottom of the 4th. Chipper Jones leading off. And Chipper hits one pretty well, but got under it just a little bit. I tell you what, guys, these lineouts with zone, now I know what you guys are talking about all year. And I want to apologize, I guess, in a way for saying, oh, the lineouts aren't that bad. No, it gets frustrating, definitely, with zone. I feel that is the thing that differentiated directional and zone this year as far as a positive for directional, where we didn't have the lineout issues as bad as zone hitting seems to. And maybe that's just my opinion, and it's in a small dose also, so I don't really know for sure, but that's how it feels at least so far. Go ahead and swipe 2 bags here with Alomar and put him at third base. So I'm like, all right, this is good. Full count here to Gehrig, and I just waited till the ball was in the catcher's glove before I decided to hit the button, apparently. So I was very late on that one. Gets me for strike 3. So 2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th. Willie Mays stepping to the plate now. And Willie hits a shot, but Alomar makes an amazing play there at second base, saves a run, and so he's out of the inning right there, man. So going to the top of the 5th, I couldn't believe it. I'm thinking he's not pitching that great, man. I don't know if I want to face Babe Ruth. He's going to hit a home run, is what I'm thinking. So I go ahead and bring in Corbin. It's the 5th now. I at least got 2 innings out of Ferrer Ben. So now we just go back to our normal pitchers. He ends up getting Babe Ruth to pop out here in foul territory to Chipper Jones at 3rd. So 1 gone here in the 5th. This was just a tense game, man. It was a great game, but I really feel it was possibly one of the best games all year. Just the back and forth nature, and the middle innings here get a little slower. We seem to settle down just a little bit, but the first few innings and the last few are definitely pretty crazy. And it was just a tense nail biter kind of game, man. So I ended up getting Cody Bellinger here to pop up for the final out of the 5th. So that works. Going here to the bottom of the 5th now. I've been playing at Capitol Field here quite a bit since I switched to zone here in the last few days. I like this field, man. I don't know. I like the batter's eye. I like the I don't know. I like the backdrop, man, with the Capitol in the background. And I don't know. It seems to hit well and play well. So I've been playing here. So Bellinger grounds out to third there for the first out of the inning. Lindor steps to the plate here. And he hits him there in the legs on the first pitch. So I got one on here. 1-2 count. And he throws a pass ball. And so I'm able to go to second base. Nice. And now with the 2-2 count, he tries that same pitch again and throws it to the backstop again. And I'm able to go to third. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on, man. I know he was probably trying to hit me, get me chasing on that outside slider, and just threw it a little bit too far outside. Pudge ends up striking out right there anyway. I was so late on that, it wasn't even funny. Excuse me. So I'm debating here on who to use. I end up going with Kenny Lofton, trying to just get something through the hole. Almost made it through and got the run in. I was trying to hit it right there between short and third, but grounds out there to third base for the final out of the fifth. So we head to the top of the sixth. I got to bring in another pitcher now at this point. Bringing in Rob Nin, which scares me a little bit because he's either great or horrible. And it's usually not very much in between. So in a tied game, it kind of made me nervous. I wish I would have warmed up Romo, I think, first before him, but I don't know. I didn't. So hindsight's 2020. So he fouls off that first pitch there with Hornsby. It's a 0-1 count. And then he sneaks the base hit through the hole right there. And Bellinger does that little bobble out there on the ground ball in left field again. Kind of crazy. I don't know. It's just a weird animation. It's not a play that they would make twice in the game like that. Not Cody Bellinger. I don't think he would. But, you know, things happen. He gets another base hit here into right field. So he's got first and second. Something cooking here in the top of the sixth. I'm getting a little nervous. I'm thinking, oh, here goes Nin. Here goes Rob Nin, man. He's going to blow it. Don't blow it. Try to settle down here. Posey steps up. Another base hit into right field. So bases loaded. Nobody out. Kind of feeling screwed here at the moment. Like I'm fixing to give up something. And I know he's probably going, obviously, to the bench here. So he brings in, that's Duke Snyder. I'm sorry. I was trying to think of who it was. I couldn't tell who it was. It was Duke Snyder. My bad. So I strike him out there, get him swinging, and then Yelich we get swinging as well. So Nin getting kind of clutch right now. It's looking pretty good. Got Pujols up here with a 1-2 count now, and he pops it up. We get out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam, and the way this game had already gone, I did not think that was going to happen. And I guess I said these middle innings get a little slower, but I mean, that was pretty tense right there. So no runs scored, though, so pretty good, man. Going to the bottom of the sixth here. I got Ichiro leading off against Zach Britton, who he brought in. Thought that might drop, but no, he sticks the glove down there at the last second and makes the catch on the little blooper. Chipper Jones batting now here with one gone in the bottom of the sixth. And there's going to be a ground out to short. Nothing going. We got Robbie Alomar with two gone and a 1-2 count, and he throws a great pitch right here, man. That sinker, I looked like it was going to be a ball high and outside, but it snuck right there in the corner, man. He dotted that sucker, so great pitch right there. So now Babe Ruth leading off. I can't believe I left Nin in right here. He ends up getting the base hit down the line, and it's going to be a double. Babe's going to second here, and Ichiro takes forever to get the ball in, or we might have had a chance to throw him out, but it was pretty crazy. So now runner at second with nobody out here in the seventh. Get strike one there on Willie Mays. With this inside fastball, we get strike two on Willie. And then on the third pitch there, we get him to pop it up to the right side. He thought about going. Man, I had a good running jump on that ball with a good crow hop and a nice throw. He'd have been hosed if he would have went. So smart decision to go back to second. So one gone. Bellinger's up. This didn't work out well for me the last time I did it, but I'm going to go ahead and intentionally walk him now. I walked Ruth back in the first inning, and it turned out to bite me. It's full count, so he sends the runners in motion. I get strike three, but I didn't throw it in time. That was just on me, man. I didn't hit the button. I think I was just focused so much on the batter, I wasn't paying attention to the runners, in all honesty. So I got to decide to walk him again to get the righty-righty matchup against Posey right here, thinking, all right, this is going to be a good decision. No, he gets the little bloop hit that Lou Gehrig probably should have turned around and tried to go catch, but he's going to score 2 runs on this one. make it 8-6 in the 7th inning. I'm like, all right, this sucks. He decides to leave in Britton here with 2 outs. I was a little surprised that he left in Britton. I guess I wasn't hitting Britton very well, so I kind of understand. And I do have a lefty up here to start off the inning. But I was a little bit surprised. So Lou Gehrig steps up here in the 7th, 3-0 count. I was swinging away, man. Swinging away on 3-0, and we hit the Oppo Taco with Lou Gehrig. Lefty-lefty matchup. Lefty on lefty crime right there. So we get the home run, man. It's 8-7 now. We're back within 1. Willie Mays comes up on the 2-2 count, gets a base hit to left field. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm starting to hit Britton now, so this is good. That last inning didn't go very well, but now we're rolling through it. Bellinger at the plate. I send Willie Mays in motion. He's going to take this bag easily. Britton has that really slow wind-up release there out of the stretch, so you can really get a good jump on him and steal a lot of bases. So he did the slide step there. I thought it was going to be high. It actually ended up being a strike. The high strike zone throws me off sometimes on Bellinger. Still adjusting to that with zone. Excuse me. Go ahead and swipe third here with Willie Mays. So we got 1 out, full count. And Lindor pops up in the infield. The one thing I didn't want to do. And it's on me. It's on zone PCI placement right there, man. I was under the ball. I should have been setting maybe my PCI a little bit higher just to focus on hitting a ground ball. Because when you set it low like that, man, and try to hit pop-ups or try to hit a sac fly, you end up getting under the ball and popping it up in the infield a lot. I just did the same thing right there with Pudge too. So it's one of those things I'm learning and just trying to get better at it each day. So I go ahead and bring in Andrew Miller here because he's got the top of the order up with Yelich and Ruth in the hole here batting third this inning. First pitch here to Yelich. He almost got that one, man. Thank God he doesn't have as much power against lefties as he does against righties because I think that would have been in the seats. But hit the first out here in the 8th. Got Pujols stepping to the plate here. A 1-2 count to Albert. And he gets the base hit through the hole right there. Sneaks by Chipper there at third. I tried to dive and get it, but those dives are so hard to get the timing down, man. Every once in a while you'll get one, but it's difficult to make that play. And then Babe gets a base hit here into right field. Like, oh my gosh, man, I cannot keep this guy from getting base hits. Luckily, I'm holding him to a lot of singles as opposed to extra base hits here later in the game, so that helped out quite a bit. Willie hits a nice shot here, man. He hit that ball really well, but it's right to Bellinger out and left. Belly gets it in pretty quick there. And so we got 2 gone, holding the runners. And then he ends up hitting this line drive here into shallow right that Alomar's able to make the play on for the final out of the 8th. So here's the moment that I talked about in the tweet from earlier. It's going to be coming up here in this inning about the bunt and everything. And you guys will see maybe why I did it. And the player I did it with, I understand. Yeah, it was a little soft. I kind of agree, man. But, when push comes to shove and you're trying to get a win, I just try to do anything I can. So Hornsby gets the double here to lead off the inning coming off the bench. So that worked out pretty well. I got Ichiro batting here. I'm going to sack bunt him over to third. Now, this isn't the particular bunt that he was talking about, I don't think. But look, it's Ichiro. He's a great bunter. I got to move the runner over to third base. So if, a sac fly or a infield grounder or something, I can get the run in. So that's why I did that bunt right there. So he decides to walk him here and put runners on first and second. He walks Chipper. I decided to bring in Honus Wagner because I'm going to bring in some speed. I guess maybe he assumed I was just going to steal the base anyway right here. So he ends up walking the bases loaded, and this one was kind of weird. I guess he just assumed, like I said, I was going to. He brings in Billy Wagner here. Now, I got to take a look at this for a second because I'm trying to figure out exactly how I can play this. Lou Gehrig is playing first base. If I bring in Mike Trout, it's my last hitter on the bench. But I got to figure out who's going to play first. So I'm going to move Cody Bellinger next inning to first base to play there. And then we'll move Trout back out to left field. Excuse me. So it ends up, I had to figure it out for a second. It just took me a minute staring at it. So that's why I was kind of stuck on the menu there for a moment. But that's what I ended up doing. 1-1 count. I send the runners in motion. I bunt with Mike Trout. I know it's Trout. Why would you bunt with Trout? But a run's a run, man. So that ties the game right there at 8 in the 8th inning. And then I tried to take too much, I guess, going around third. I don't think I really was actually doing that. And then Willie Mays gets the little check swing, hit to first base for the final out. So that we're through the 8th, but we have the tied score. Oh man, it's tense right now. It's a tense one. I'm telling you. Whether it was the best game of the year or not, which I still think it was for me, I think it was maybe my favorite game of the year, just because of the intensity of it. So I bring in Trevor Hoffman. He gives up a base hit here right away into center field. I'm like, oh boy, that's not what I was looking for, man. So Robbie Alomar comes up here. First pitch to Alomar, I go with this changeup low and away. Doesn't get away, but Bellinger's going to be able to come in here, charge and make the play. So we got one gone here in the inning. Runner at first. Posey steps up. This card just kills me. Not here, thankfully. Bellinger's able to run over there and make that play. Oh, that's right. It was Mike Trout in left field, not Bellinger. I forgot that I made the switch and the defensive adjustment. Sorry about that. All right, so we got 2 gone in the inning. Griffey's up, 1-2 count. Come inside with the pitch there, and he pops it up for the final out. That was a dangerous one right there. He almost got it, but we get the final out here of the 9th. Going to the bottom of the 9th. Can we get the walk-off victory? Can we make it happen, man? I don't know. He brings in Miller, so kind of crazy. 2-2 count to Bellinger. No, chasing, whiffing on that one, man. It was a good pitch right there. Couldn't get anything done with it. 1-2 count to Lindor, though. And he hits him. Second time Lindor's been hitting the game. And I'm like, all right, that's not too bad. We're going to go ahead and try to steal second. I do the hit and run, but Pudge ends up flying out here into left center field. I really didn't want this game to go extra innings. And here we go. I have to use Hoffman because I don't have any players left on the bench, remember? So 3-2 count to Hoffman. I send the runner in motion. He gets the base hit over the right, down the right field line there. Sends the runner to third. Here's Ichiro on the 0-1 count. Same kind of hit. Base hit to right field. It's going to bring in the run, and we're going to get the walk-off victory right there, man. 9-8. Crazy game. Back and forth. Big time, man. It was a big-time clutch right there. Bellinger, great, man. 2 for 5. 5 RBIs. I mean, only 2 for 5. I wish he'd had more hits, but 5 RBIs and a home run. Can't beat that, man. So that was pretty good. But a great game, man. Another shout-out again to the opponent. For being a good sport and everything, and just putting up an enjoyable game, man. It was an awesome game back and forth. I really had a lot of fun with it. I don't know, guys. I think I'm starting to do pretty good with Zone. You guys let me know what you guys think of the video, what you think of the gameplay here in the comment section. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. And I hope you guys thought it was as intense as I did, man. I think it was one of those games that we'd have all been sitting there like, if it was on a stream going, oh man, here we go. So it was a lot of fun, though. But you guys do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. Getting so close to 1,000 subs, man. So hoping to get there here pretty soon, and we'll go get that celebratory tattoo at 1,000 of my Threadhead emblem there that you guys can see on my uniforms and on the hats there. And I'll do a video showing that as well. So hope you guys enjoyed it. We will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.